Welcome to Spelling Bee Ninja, your go-to source for exploring fascinating topics. Today, we shine a spotlight on incredible women throughout history who made significant contributions in various fields. From government and social reform to science and humanitarian efforts, these trailblazers changed the course of history. Join us on this inspiring journey and don't forget to subscribe for more enlightening educational content. Let's start with Susan B. Anthony. Born in 1820, Susan was a leading figure in the women's suffrage movement in the United States. She dedicated her life to advocating for women's rights, particularly the right to vote. Imagine traveling across the country, giving speeches to strong crowds and urging women to demand equal rights. In 1872, courageously, she took her philosophy into action by voting in the presidential election, even though it was illegal for women at that time. This brave act resulted in her arrest. She was fined but famously refused to pay, standing firm in her belief that women deserved the same political rights as men. Fast forward to 1920, the 19th Amendment was ratified, allowing women to vote, and this pivotal moment is often referred to as the Susan B. Anthony Amendment. Her legacy continues to inspire countless women today to advocate for their rights and for social justice issues. Next, we have Rosa Parks, an iconic symbol of the civil rights movement. Born in 1913 in Alabama, Parks is best known for her refusal to surrender her bus seat to a white passenger in 1955. This defiance ignited the Montgomery bus boycott, a crucial moment in the quest for civil rights in America. The boycott lasted for 381 days and led to a Supreme Court ruling declaring bus segregation unconstitutional. Parks not only became known as the mother of the civil rights movement for this act of civil disobedience but also worked as an activist in many capacities afterwards, including serving as a staff member for U.S. Representative John Conyers. Rosa Parks' bravery exemplifies the power of individual action in the fight against systemic injustice. Moving on to another revolutionary figure, we have Marie Curie. Born in Poland in 1867, Curie's groundbreaking research on radioactivity reshaped our understanding of science. She was truly a trailblazer as the first woman ever to win a Nobel Prize and the only person to win Nobel Prizes in two distinct scientific fields, physics in 1903 and chemistry in 1911. Imagine the challenges she faced as a woman in science during this time period. Curie discovered polonium and radium and played a vital role during World War I by developing mobile X-ray units to assist in treating wounded soldiers. Unfortunately, her work with radioactive materials led to her untimely death in 1934 due to aplastic anemia, a condition caused by radiation exposure. Her legacy lives on, inspiring future generations of scientists and women in STEM fields. Next, we turn to Harriet Tubman, an extraordinary figure in American history. Tubman was born into slavery around 1822 and escaped to freedom, but she never stopped fighting against slavery. As a conductor on the Underground Railroad, she risked her life repeatedly by leading enslaved people to freedom, about 70 individuals in total. Her bravery earned her the nickname Moses because, like the biblical figure, she led her people out of bondage. During the Civil War, Tubman served as a spy and scout for the Union Army, becoming the first woman to lead an armed military raid, which liberated over 700 enslaved people. Tubman's relentless pursuit of freedom for all creates a powerful narrative of courage and resilience. Then, there's Eleanor Roosevelt, who served as the First Lady of the United States during her husband Franklin D. Roosevelt's presidency. Born in 1884, Eleanor transformed the role of First Lady through her active participation in political and social issues. She held press conferences, wrote a newspaper column, and advocated tirelessly for civil rights and women's rights, often championing the underprivileged. After FDR's death, Eleanor didn't slow down. She became a prominent voice at the United Nations, where she played a pivotal role in drafting the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 1948, which sought to ensure the protection of human rights for all people across the globe. Harry Truman famously referred to her as the First Lady of the World, a fitting testament to her global influence and humanitarian efforts. Next, let's discuss Ada Lovelace, often celebrated as the first computer programmer. Born in 1815, Lovelace worked on Charles Babbage's early mechanical computer, the Analytical Engine. What makes her particularly noteworthy is that she envisioned computing's potential beyond mere calculations. She wrote the first algorithm intended for processing by a machine. Lovelace's insights laid the groundwork for modern computer science, and her life story serves as an inspiration for women in technology and mathematics. In more recent history, there's the compelling story of Malala Yousafzai, an activist for girls' education from Pakistan. Born in 1997, Malala's courage is admirable. At just 15 years old, she was shot in the head by a Taliban gunman for advocating for female education in her hometown of Mingora. Instead of being silenced by this horrific act, she persevered and continued her activism. In 2014, Malala became the youngest recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize, highlighting her tireless dedication to promoting education for girls worldwide. Her journey reminds us of the importance and power of education in creating a better future for young women everywhere. Now, let's talk about Amelia Earhart, an aviation pioneer who has become a mythic figure in American history. Earhart was born in 1897 and defied societal expectations as she pursued her passion for flying. In 1932, she made history by becoming the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. Her courage and adventurous spirit inspired many and set numerous aviation records. Tragically, in 1937, while attempting to circumnavigate the globe, she disappeared over the Pacific Ocean during a flight, and her fate remains one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century. Beyond her flying achievements, she was an accomplished author, writing best-selling books about her experiences in aviation, which allowed her to share her love for flight with a wider audience. Next, we consider Mother Teresa, an individual known for her extraordinary compassion and dedication to helping the poor. Born in 1910 in Albania, she relocated to India, where she founded the Missionaries of Charity, a religious congregation devoted to aiding the destitute, sick, and dying. Her work brought her recognition worldwide, earning her the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979 and widespread admiration for her selfless service. In 2003, she was beatified, and by 2016, she was canonized as a saint by Pope Francis. Mother Teresa's legacy inspires countless individuals to engage in humanitarian efforts, showcasing the power of love and service to others. Finally, we have Jane Goodall. Born in 1934, Goodall is recognized globally as the foremost expert on chimpanzees. She spent over 60 years studying them in the wild, particularly at Gombe National Park in Tanzania. Her groundbreaking research revealed that chimpanzees have complex social structures, use tools, and even hunt behavior that was once thought to be uniquely human. Today, Goodall continues her advocacy as a UN messenger of peace and as the founder of the Jane Goodall Institute, encouraging conservation and animal welfare around the world. Each of these remarkable women has left an indelible mark on history, demonstrating courage, determination, and a commitment to making the world a better place. Today, we explored the inspiring lives of women who shaped history through their incredible contributions to society, science, politics, and humanitarian efforts. From Susan B. Anthony's fight for women's suffrage to Malala Yousafzai's advocacy for education and Jane Goodall's groundbreaking research on chimpanzees, their courage and determination serve as a powerful reminder of what individuals can achieve. Each story reflects key struggles and triumphs, emphasizing the importance of rights, equality, and compassion in our world. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through history. If you enjoyed learning about these amazing women and want to explore more educational topics, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. Together, let's continue to celebrate and learn from the extraordinary achievements of those who came before us. Until next time, keep exploring.